Hey Gemini, welcome to your Pisces reading. This is for March. I'm starting off with my Spirit Junkie deck to try to ask questions about your spiritual development and what messages you need to hear from Spirit. A bunch fell out for you, but I'm going to take the one that came out on top and then take from the bottom of the deck. All right. Interesting. This card's coming out for a lot of signs so far today. But let's start with the one that came out first. My productivity stems from inspiration. When I focus on what brings me joy, my tasks become effortless actions. Interesting. So if you've been feeling kind of unproductive lately, or you just have the opposite, like a surge of energy to be productive, it's saying that it comes from your joy. It becomes effortless when it's joyful and it's inspired. So if you want to be more productive, you should be encouraging yourself to do the things that actually make you happy and actually feel easy because they're in alignment with what inspires you and makes you feel connected to the project, to the thing you're creating and doing. And look at all this like rainbow energy, Gemini. That's so cool. It says, I am committed to bringing forth my greatness. I will no longer play small. Now, I believe Pisces, Taurus, and now you, Gemini, all got this card. Y'all are like actually brave enough to reclaim your space and your energy, to not diminish yourself for the comfort of others. And I say all power to you, right? Like you should, because I know in my life, I wish I had discovered that earlier rather than later in life, but I think if you can embody that, you will feel a lot more happiness with your life and yourself, and you'll start, radiating towards other people that are actually meant for you, that can see you and enjoy and kind of like support you, right? So this is really beautiful, Gemini. It's going to bring the right people into your circle. Now, let's see what chakra you are working on right now. It could be like a little bit between like third eye, throat, and maybe even like solar plexus, except it looks like they actually want to talk about the root chakra. This is interesting. It's more about trust, rootedness, groundedness. It's very earthy too. Yeah, like all root chakra cards. Okay, perfect. You got renewal. Now, I love this card for many, many reasons, but mainly what I see here is the ability for Earth to renew itself, that it can go through these changes through different seasons, from winter to spring to summer to fall. You can kind of see the seasons as they circle around her body. And so I feel like you're reaching a point in your life where you're like, if I did change, good. Like that's what I wanted. I wanted to be different. I wanted to grow. I wanted to change like seasons do. You're more open to that in yourself, and therefore you're open to that with others, and that's really beautiful. So you're working on your ability to trust that change is inherently inevitable, okay? You also got the complacency card. Pisces got this card too. I still feel the same way about it though. I feel like when you're choosing to own your light and like shine and not worry about how other people feel, you're letting go of a part of yourself that's in the past, this complacent person who tries to be a people pleaser and tries to get along with everyone and tries to do what's right. But the right thing to do is what aligns with your values, yourself, your own needs, your own growth. I feel like you're letting go of this complacency energy. You're working towards more confidence and rootedness in who you are, and allowing yourself to change like a cycle in your life, And then the discovery card. This one's interesting. It's a myth, it's a legend. It talks about how this person is so in love with this like pink flower right here, but the pink flower doesn't really love this person back, and so this person feels disillusioned by like their love affair, right? But what it's supposed to teach you is that through going through a painful breakup, through being rejected, through basically losing love, you gain love. And not only do you gain love, you gain an understanding of what you don't want, what doesn't work for you anymore, what you won't be complacent with anymore. You understand, wow, I deserve to be loved more than this, and this isn't enough for me anymore. So this is all about like self-discovery and loving yourself and allowing the right type of people in your life to love you and experience you, okay? Now, Gemini, we're moving into my dream deck cards. So let's see what's going on in your unconscious or subconscious mind, what you've been dreaming about and healing in your life. So many cards. It's like where to even begin. All right. And then, of course, the bottom of the deck. Lots and lots of cards, Gemini. You got the castles, ancient buildings, and tombs. Okay. A castle, like a house, can be interpreted as the ego or your inner world. They're built specifically to protect. Seeing one in a dream means to put up barriers. Someone or something has the potential to overwhelm you. You built your defense, so does it protect or imprison you? Any other buildings like this, banks, governments, can have similar associations. With any ancient structure, there's a reference to time. You are urged to look to the past for inspiration or guidance. These memories suggest someone that died or belonged to your past can inspire you, or you might have buried a part of yourself that you need to bring back to life or leave behind and mourn. You need to resolve your feelings about the inevitability of death and endings. Okay, Gemini, I feel like you're working towards acceptance, not just with yourself, but other people too as well. Very similar to that discovery and renewal card. You're learning to be open and okay with like loss and letting go, okay? And I do feel like it's very sentimental. I'm a Gemini moon, so I really feel that this card relates to me. So hopefully it means something to you as well. Then you got the robots and aliens card. Fun. This is your desire to escape reality. Your mind's a visionary. Your imagination can take you beyond the limits of ordinary. The downside is abundant creativity may have problems fitting in with the worldly expectations. There's some lack of connection between yourself and others. You could feel different in some way and struggle to conform to the requirements of a role. This dream urges you to celebrate your uniqueness, to suggest that there's parts of yourself to discover. Dreams about robots express warnings. You might lose your individuality in your attempt to conform, to be complacent, right? Alternatively, you may need to be more logical and less emotional in your daily life. Could the opposite be true? The dream's mood makes this clearer. Like I said, you have to accept your uniqueness. You have to accept that you're different. You have to accept loss in your old past selves and your new selves emerging. Same with the people in your life. Cheating on a partner. All right, now I do want to give a disclaimer. Just because you dream about cheating, it doesn't mean you or your partner are cheating, so please don't take it like that. Of course, if that is the case, then you could see it as like a confirmation of that, but this card has a lot of hidden meanings, so let's get into it. Dreams of sexual cheating in which you're the betrayer are rarely about cheating in real life. It indicates your relationship needs aren't being met. You might feel neglected or fearful they will abandon or betray you. If you're guilty, pay attention to who you have an affair with. Contrary to popular belief, it's not a wish fulfillment. Sleeping with someone else means there's an aspect of their personality to assimilate in yourself. If you don't know the person, you feel something's missing from this relationship, perhaps excitement. If you dream they're cheating on you, it's more obvious, related to your feelings of insecurity, of being sidelined in some way that you must address to your partner in real life. Like I said, it has a lot more to do with like yourself and your partner and communication than it has to do with cheating itself. So hopefully that calmed you down, Gemini. And then food or drink. Food or drink is emotional, spiritual, and intellectual nourishment. It represents what you seek or need for your development. Hunger or thirst is striving towards wholeness, contentment, and neglecting of basic needs. Hunger indicates the need for greater material security, emotional, or even sexual fulfillment. Thirst is a longing for deeper meaning. When you're consuming, eggs suggest new starts, milk, a return to childlike dependency, eating alone, independence or loneliness, depending, overeating, self-indulgence, drinking alcohol, trying to suppress feelings that are difficult, or a desire for more stimulation. Eating glass or anything dangerous, someone in your life could be struggling to deal with a painful situation, something hard to swallow. Very interesting. Okay, Gemini. Well, I feel like the food one, really speaks to what you need to do for yourself to feel more secure, to feel more nourished, right? It's beautiful. Okay, last but not least, thanks for sticking around, Gemini. Let's find out what's going to heal in your life in March. Retreat. Divine timing. And on the bottom of the deck, signs. Beautiful. Okay, Gemini. Spending time away from others so that you can get more clear about what you want, things that you can do for yourself that make you happy, but spending some time away from people who might be upsetting you right now. Divine timing. Everything that's meant for you comes for you at just the right time, okay? Not rushing or being impatient with life, trusting, having faith in the divine order of things. And last but not least, listen to the signs. Your angels are showing you, your spiritual guiders, the little things every day that remind you that things are changing and headed in the right direction. Pay attention to the signs, even the cautionary ones, even the ones that come from within. Pay attention to the signs. Okay, Gemini, I hope that was helpful in healing. I wish you all the best in your healing journey in the month of March. Thank you so much. Bye.